dears.
Good morning.
It's a special day.
Disco.
Well, disco's always special, but it's a special day here at BBB Adventures. We are heading over to Frank's place, and we're gonna put together something very special.
Big.
As a gift from Dad.
It is.
Gift from Dad for having completed the Apollo mission. Let's go do it.
We're gonna go do it. Let's go. Always an adventure. Oh, they're staying on the ground, all right. Barely. I could probably go jump on the end of it and lift up the whole forklift. You got about, yeah, right there. That's it. Well, that fits better than I thought it would. Oh, this is the heavy one.
Oh, we almost have all the parts off the lift unloaded. One more piece, two more pieces, right? The last piece we need the forklift. Yeah, the last piece we need the forklift to get off. Here we go. Our neighbor Eric is helping us with his forklift.
Now, should we lower it on one of these?
It's too wide to go in the garage door. This part alone weighs 700 pounds. It's the heaviest part that we're unloading today.
Pull that one back that way. This way?
No, back. Push it towards the front of the building. Oh, it's clever.
That's a good idea. That's clever.
It's unloaded. It is not being supported by the forklift anymore. Oh, there's friends coming. Friends. Disco has to bark at them.
Just in time.
Thank you. Thanks, Eric.
Some of you may have figured out what this piece of equipment is, but just in case, this is a good time to explain. In episode 1 of the Builder series at Frank's Place, I mentioned
there will be an automotive repair and restoration area, which will include a 4-post lift.
Like we mentioned earlier, this was a gift from Dad for completing the Apollo mission, and after hours and hours of research and reading, I decided on the wildfire lift. While it wasn't the cheapest 4-post lift in the market, for me it represented the highest value given its design, construction, and capacity. Now, back to where this episode started, which was several weeks after delivering the unassembled lift to Frank's place.
We're at Frank's place.
A few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I ordered this lift from Wildfire Lifts. We had to rent a U-Haul trailer and pull it with Franklin over here, and then our neighbor, our shop neighbor, has a forklift and helped us unload it. But basically, we got it all ready to go. Those are the posts. Those are the ramps. These are all the other parts. Yeah, and today, we're gonna put this thing together. This one.
This one weighs 700 pounds.
That one.
So we
Because it
also
has the hydraulic ram. See, it's got the hydraulic ram. So it's very heavy. This one's quite a bit lighter.
So we had to pick up that from Harbor Freight.
Yeah, so I had to buy an engine hoist from Harbor Freight to help with the assembly.
To lift up the ramps.
Exciting. Okay. Here we go.
Laid these out, got everything lined up. These are the cross braces. We have to lift it up and thread them through the posts. Easy peasy. Ready?
Easy peasy.
That wasn't too bad. We got one end of it standing upright. This stuff's heavy, but not that bad. Now we're measuring the floor because we want to place these in the position where they're going to be to put the ramps down on top of without having to move them much. We want to be able to move these assemblies as little as possible. All measured.
All measured.
See here where the safety lock is? You put the notch towards the holes.
Yeah, that makes sense. So this goes, these are the bearings. Slide thing up now, see, so that goes like that. You see the difference? This has a notch cut in it. And this one doesn't, and that's for the safety
So there's a notched one for each post.
for each post, correct. It's like a puzzle. It's like a super fun puzzle. Oh, that's just that easy. Easy peasy.
Okay, now we do that to the other three posts. So we ran into a little snafu. The cherry picker, engine hoist, whatever you want to call it, doesn't fit under this assembly here. So we're having to jack it up in order to get the engine hoist under it. So initially, I thought we would just jack it up and put the cherry picker under it with the railings on the jacks, but that became very clear even before we jacked it up that would be not stable, that it could tip over off of the jacks. So we put wood blocks on our dollies under it. We jacked it up, slid the wood blocks under it. So we have it sitting on top of these wood blocks. The jacks can be pulled away now. And now the cherry picker, engine hoist, whatever it's called, fits underneath. And we can strap it up. What do you want me to do?
Just keep your eye on it. Let me know if anything funny happens.
more on that side.
Right, we're gonna bolt that side first. That's okay. We're doing good. The scary part's almost done. You can see why we need to divide this lift though. So if I jack this up a little more. Now, we just scoop these. Just scoop these.
There we go.
Are the holes lined up?
Nope, but I think with a little finagling, they're close. Oh, that's super close. Yep, that's it.
Yep. Got that one through.
Okay, ramp number 2. Getting bolted on. So how's it going, Master Assembler?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Really good. We're just doing the thing. We're tightening these 8 bolts, so for safety. Safety third. Unless it comes to lifting a car up, then probably safety should be first.
I want to know who's going to be the virgin car.
Probably that one right
The
there.
heaviest one.
That one. The El Camino.
One more. Okay.
This is the motor.
It's that pump. They call it the power unit,
It's the power unit.
but it's really the hydraulic pump.
The hydraulic pump that provides lift.
But it's the thing that makes the hydraulic ram go, and it's the movement of the hydraulic ram that the cables are attached to the hydraulic ram. So as the hydraulic ram actuates, it pulls the cables taut and lifts all the things.
It's missing something. There's no fluid in there.
Yeah, then the cable and the hose isn't hooked up.
And the hoses aren't hooked up. But we think this is the last step we're going to take for today because we don't have the fluid.
We don't have no fluid. We could put beer in it and see if it works.
Nope, won't work. Might wreck it.
Oh. We made way more progress today than I thought we were going to. I thought we'd be lucky to get the ramps installed, but yet we got all the cables run, got the power unit installed. Amazing. We should probably do a little cleanup before we go. Let's make our workspace clean. Let's clean our workspaces, people.
It's a few days later, and I got the hydraulic hoses hooked up. I picked up some oil, some AW32 oil, which is what it's recommending. Turns out the cheapest place to buy oil is, like this oil, is Lowe's. And now I'm filling up the reservoir for the pump. And I believe there's really no instructions for how you prime the pump. So I guess we'll just fill this with oil and we will turn it on. See what happens.
It's plugged in. Attach the hydraulic hose that is running under the runway. Remove it. Oh, it worked. Oh, it's going up.
It is.
You can't go up. You got the joist in the way there. This one.
That how it goes.
That's pretty cool. A little bit further and we can get this thing out of there.
I'm working on the car. Okay, let's lower it.
So it just lowers with gravity. I'm very curious to know how fast it'll go when there's a car on there.
Raising and lowering the lift the first time purges air out of the hydraulic system, and in the process, the air bubbles make the oil foam up, so you can't operate the lift again until the foam has dissipated. So a few days later, we returned to test the lift.
So the lift assembly has been completed. It's operational. We are about to pull our first car onto it. But there it is, empty. It's sliding in the snow. Go straight. Oh my gosh, it's spinning its tires. He has stops. There are stops at the front, and he's driving right up to it. It's gonna hit the light if you go up too high. The drop light might come in contact with the hood if he raises it up high enough. If you raise it up high enough, it will. So there's a drop light that hangs from the ceiling there. And if the car gets raised up too high, it would have hit it. So Brentley's getting it out of the way. Okay, that's good. Stop! There it is. Frank's place has a lift. Now we can store 2 cars in one spot. That's not the sole purpose of the lift, but that's one of them. We have Franklin put away for the winter, keep him off the salty roads. And now he's tucked safe and sound inside Frank's place.
Thanks for watching the second episode of the Builder series at Frank's Place. In our next episode, we're going to talk about the decision process that led up to the purchase of the base vehicle we will transform into our adventure vehicle. Thanks for watching.